Okay, so we're under contract.
Yes.
What happens next?
Right. So every contract's different, right? But typically after you get the terms and price negotiated, buyers typically have some sort of inspection period. And so this can be a very stressful point in the process for sellers because we're just sitting there and waiting, which is why, as we mentioned in a past video, a pre-inspection can sometimes help make this process not as nerve-wracking for you. But nevertheless, at this point in the process, the buyer does have an inspection period where they get to bring any and all inspectors in to do, pretty much whatever inspections they want to make sure that, the property really matches the value for them.
Absolutely. So I would not be there for my inspections. I would rely heavily on my agent to guide you through this process. And then also you usually get a time to do your own investigation if they find a problem to make sure it's actually a problem, get quotes. What I like to tell our sellers when it comes to inspections, they could be asking for 500 items that's worth $5 and you might be okay with it. Or they might ask for 5 that are worth 5,000. So at the end of the day, let them ask for what they want to ask for. And I think actually, I'm gonna stop. You have a really good way of telling buyers on inspections, like what your theories are.
Yeah, so, I tell buyers to look at a home inspection like this. A home inspection is not a repair list. It's telling you the condition of the property that you're buying, right? So when we first negotiated price and terms, we were going off of things we could see and things that were disclosed to us. So in the inspection process, if you find some items that now devalue or affect the value for you, those are the items that you need to try to negotiate with the seller. But at the end of the day, it's not a repair list to just hand over to the seller and expect them to fix everything.
So think of the inspection period as the time to test drive the car. They've made the offer, you're under contract. They just want to make sure the house is not going to be a problem or more issues for them down the road. So don't get stressed out about it. Rely on your agent to guide you through it. Get quotes for anything that's asked for, and then talk in terms of dollars and cents. Because don't forget, at the end of the day, you still want to sell this and you still want to move on. So don't get in your own way.
Right. And I will say too, you want to make sure, this might seem like a no-brainer, but you want to make sure all the utilities are on, and you want to make sure all doors are unlocked, and that includes utility rooms, garage doors, crawl space doors, because the last thing you want to do is have you get out of the house, have the buyer show up with their whole team, and then they can't have full accessibility to the house.
Right, absolutely.
So we know that this inspection process can be stressful for both sides. So at the end of the day, what we would recommend is to first take a deep breath, make sure that your house is in the best showing condition it can be. Rely heavily on your agent's advice. Make sure you get quotes, make sure you have a full understanding of what the buyer is actually asking for, and hang in there because you're almost done.